Hey Falcons fans! We're coming off a stunning win against the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night, and it got everyone talking. This was a game where our boys showed the grit, heart, and potential that we've been waiting to see for a long time. Before we dive into today's breaking news, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on the latest updates and exclusive insights. Your support keeps us going, and we have some exciting news about our Falcons that you won't want to miss. Coming into the 2024 season, we had high expectations. After years of struggles, it seemed like this was the year we could finally turn things around. But then, Week 1 happened. We had that weird game against the Pittsburgh Steelers that left many of us scratching our heads, wondering if it would be another tough season. The doubts were starting to creep in, right? But wait, because on Monday night, our Falcons gave us a glimpse of what they can become, and it was glorious. Let's talk about Kirk Cousins. He showed that maybe, just maybe, the Falcons really were one quarterback away from being a serious contender. Cousins led an impressive game-winning drive in the final 2 minutes of the game, marching our Falcons down the field with precision. You could feel the momentum shift in those moments. And when the defense needed to close, who else but our all-pro safety Jessie Bates III stepped up? He sealed the deal with a game-winning interception of Jalen Hurts, and the Falcons secured one of their biggest wins in years. Now, you're probably wondering, how did this win affect our ranking? Well, in Week 1, the Eagles were ranked 4th, and we were way down at 23rd. After that incredible road win against a powerhouse like Philadelphia, we moved up 3 spots to 20th, while the Eagles dropped 2 spots to 6th. It's a modest move, but it's a sign that we're gaining respect around the league. NFL.com's Eric Edholm had some interesting things to say about the game. He noted that after Saquon Barkley dropped a pass that could have clinched the game for Philadelphia, Cousins stepped in and threw a stunning touchdown, showing the world that the Falcons have a quarterback capable of leading the team to victory. Edholm also praised the offensive line, which led the way for a solid game and kept Cousins' pocket largely clean all night. And let's not forget some key contributions from our wide receivers. Darnell Mooney, Drake London, and Ray McLeod III all made key plays that kept our offense moving. As Edholm said, this could be the Falcons' biggest win in years, and you know what? He's right. Sure, we had that big win last season against the Buccaneers in Week 7, but this one feels different. This one feels like the start of something special. Now, of course, there are still some skeptics out there. NFL.com and ESPN seem to be placing more blame on the Eagles for losing the game than they do on our Falcons for winning. They point out that the Eagles were without A.J. Brown and made some questionable coaching decisions. But let's be real here, the Falcons had to go out there and make plays, and that's exactly what they did. This isn't the finished product for Atlanta by any means, but it's a giant step in the right direction. Remember, Kirk Cousins is still settling into his role on this team. This is only his second game since returning from an Achilles injury, and he has a new team and a play caller who is only in his second career game. There's plenty of room to grow, but the potential is there. This offense is just getting started, and if they continue to progress like they did Monday night, we're in for a fun ride this season. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Was this the turning point we've been waiting for? Are you starting to believe in this team again? Now, let's dive into why Falcons fans must be having a good laugh at the Eagles head coach's expense after his premature celebration. It all started when Atlanta Falcons running back Robinson was stopped on a critical 4th down by Eagles safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It was a big play for Philadelphia, and naturally, Gardner-Johnson decided to celebrate by taking off his helmet and running down the sideline like they already won the game. Yep, that's right. The referees decided to call the flag, claiming the helmet was already coming off, which was annoying to us, but that's not even the part that's aged the worst. The real comedy of errors came a little later, and it wasn't from Gardner-Johnson. It was from Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni. The man is known for his over-the-top antics on the sideline, and he didn't disappoint. Right after the 4th down stop, Sirianni ran down the sideline in a Gardner-Johnson celebration, acting like they had just won the Super Bowl. Oh, Falcons fans, was it cool to see what happened next? In a move that only Sirianni could pull off, he followed that celebration with a decision that ultimately cost the Eagles the game. Let me set the scene. It was the 2-minute warning, and the Falcons had just made a brilliant move to jump the line of scrimmage on purpose, giving the Eagles a first down but saving all of our timeouts. It was a smart, calculated play that kept us in the game. But Sirianni? Oh no, he was still riding high from that fourth down stop. He was excited on the sideline, waving his arms around like Atlanta's clever move had somehow offended him. He even dramatically waved away the penalty, thinking he was in complete control of the situation. The Eagles had the game in the bag, right? Not so fast, coach. This is where it gets hilarious for Falcons fans. All Sirianni had to do was run the ball 3 times and leave Kirk Cousins with less than a minute on the clock. With the way the Eagles were running the ball, it's likely they could have ended the game without ever giving Cousins a chance. But instead, Sirianni, in his arrogance, willingly gave up control of the game with a poor decision. Moments later, the Falcons were back, and you know what happened next. Cousins took over, led the game-winning drive, and our defense shut down. Then, while Sirianni was busy celebrating a little too early, he made a decision that would haunt him and hand the game to Atlanta. For us, it was the ultimate win, and for Sirianni, it was a bitter pill to swallow. The risk he took in rejecting the penalty far outweighed the reward, and it's yet another example of how your brashness and sideline antics can backfire. From Atlanta's perspective, this was the perfect ending. We got to watch Sirianni troll the Falcons, only to see him make the decision that gave Kirk Cousins and the Falcons the opportunity to win. It's almost poetic. So what do you guys think? Was this the most satisfying way for us to win, or what? Now, let's talk about the man of the hour, All-Pro safety Jessie Bates III. He led the offense with 12 tackles, 2 pass defenses, and a tackle for loss. 2 of his plays were key to the Falcons' victory. First, with the Eagles threatening to score inside the 10-yard line, Bates III made a game-saving pass defense, preventing what looked like a sure touchdown pass to Devonta Smith. Then came the biggest play of the night. After Kirk Cousins led a touchdown drive with less than a minute remaining, the Eagles had 34 seconds to get into field goal range. But Bates III wasn't having it. He hooked up with linebacker Caden Ellis to seal the win with a game-winning interception, putting the final nail in the Eagles' coffin. Even Jalen Hurts had to give credit to the Falcons' defense, calling them disruptive and tough after the game. How's that for you? Jessie Bates III had a hilarious take on the entire Philadelphia experience. He talked about being rejected by fans, including young children, on the way to the stadium. But when he secured the win, he had the perfect response. "I hit Dirty Bird," Bates said with a smile. "That's my rejection of them." I want to hear from you, Falcons Nation. What did you think of Jessie Bates III's performance and epic comeback win? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more exclusive updates. Let's go Falcons!